Hey geezers, bit of a preamble before I show my goods, my wares, or whatever. Yeah, I saw the Horrible back in January '68. My first concert with international acts. What a great way to start. I missed the Stones in '66 because I was trying to earn money, and by the time I got the money to buy the tickets, it had sold out. So I missed the Stones. So it was the Who, the Small Faces, and Paul Jones, ex of Manfred Mann, and Doug Parkinson and the Questions, Australian band. Great gig at the old stadium, sweltering tin shed with a revolving stage that kept breaking down. So you'd see the Who there for a while, then they'd turn around, you'd see the back of the amps, and the sound was out going that way. It was hilarious. I mean, this is a long, long time ago. Very, very amateurish. Anyway, uh, the audience are mainly 98% young guys, so there's no screaming females to contend with. Um, Paul Jones threw his shoes into the audience, and they came straight back and hit him in the head. That's the sort of audience it was, you know. uh, I tell you, um, the small faces were outrageously great. These tiny little blokes putting out this massive sound and with an attitude. And I think the Who probably might have pipped them, but by golly, the Small Faces, the Who was hard to split them. So splitting hairs, as they say. Okay, so I was 16 years old, just about to turn 17, just about to start my first job after being expelled from high school. How naughty! And the man I'm about to talk about is 76. I'm 70 now. He's worth hundreds of millions, and I'm in debt to the bank, and I'm on a pension. So somebody made a right choice, and it wasn't me. Okay, hurry up. What this is really about is I've been watching a lot of videos about the special deluxe Who Sell Out package, and it looks fantastic actually. Really, really impressive. Of course, I can't afford to buy those things, and I'm not really into um, reissues. I much prefer originals. So what I shall do is, first of all, I will show you the poster for the concert I attended. This is a print produced by the actual artist that made this poster. I was at the Sydney. Beautiful poster. I love it. Signed. The signature's on the back. But, yeah, it was Sydney Monday the 22nd, Tuesday the 23rd. So it was either one or the other. I think it was the Monday. We all got done up in our mod gear and headed in by train and got there, and in amongst the milling crowd, a black, like a Humber Snipe or something pulled up, like a chauffeur-driven type English car. And Pete Townsend was sitting in the front seat, just Pete, not the others. And I'll never forget, I was about 5 feet away, and he looked straight at me, and I looked straight at him, and it was just like, wow, oh man, it was so good. Yeah, so the yes, this Who Sell Out deluxe box set looks absolutely fabulous. Um, this is one from I don't know, about 10 years ago. This was a damn good little CD reissue of the Who Sell Out. It's really good. It's got a nice thick little booklet. I think I bought this. Yeah, I might have a date here. No. Yeah, it was about 10 years ago. I think it has. Does it have the mono and the stereo mix? Uh, mm, no, I don't think so. Okay, I'm wasting time as usual. It doesn't matter whether it is or it isn't. I I, I think it's just a stereo. Um, what I wanted to point out was, see, overseas, yes, and in Australia, this is an Australian original stereo copy. So the difference is on the back of the UK, and I think everywhere else in the world, Keith Moon has got the zip treatment ointment, and it's called Medac, which is, I think, a name they made up. But in Australia, there actually was a product called Clearasil. How much better does that look? Much better, doesn't it? So that's the proper Clearasil. I remember the packs. Every teenage boy had Clearasil, and it didn't work. All it did was put a pink bit of makeup over the top of a zit, so you noticed it even. Oh, you noticed it even more. But I think that's great because they actually got permission to use the actual product. Whereas, see, on the front, Heinz and Odorano, they were actual products that you get in Australia and all around the Western world. I don't know if Clearasil was Australian only, but I just find it odd that why was it Medac? You know, the song's called Medac, so maybe that's why. I don't know. I don't care. Okay, and here's I played this a few months ago, and it sounds very very analog because it is. Yes, in stunning condition. Stunning. I've had this for so long. I can't remember when I bought it. I honestly can't. I could have got it round about the time it came out. No spindle marks. Yeah. So that is an original Australian stereo press. The mono is the one people want to go for. Um, that's why I thought I thought that CD was mono and stereo, but I've still got a few minutes. I might just open that up because it's I was convinced it had the mono and the stereo. Little booklet. Good little booklet. You know, for a CD, it's pretty damn good. Nice. You know, I think it's just the stereo. So AAD, so it's analog digital, so it's not ADD or thank goodness, which is so it sounds great, you know. This sounds different because it's pure analog, and I've been playing a lot of these old 1967 track and Polydor records lately. And one thing I've noticed is, you know, the bass and the drums are quite prominent, especially on the monos. That's what I had to show before I go. This is a single of I Can See for Miles. The killer track on this album, and I think from memory I really should play it. I should have played it before I did this. Um, this is in gorgeous condition. From memory, I do believe this is the mono mix, and that's the one to get. So I'm going to have to play it in the next couple of days. So I'll just keep it brief. So I've probably forgotten something else I was going to say, but yes, of course. 4 great albums came out of the UK, all in 1967. You know, from in that 6-month period. You know, from summer through to winter '67, starting with Sergeant Pepper, Axis and Sergeant Pepper Mono. These are all monos I'm talking about. Sergeant Pepper Mono, um, Axis bowlers love mono, but the stereo is good too. There's Satanic Majesty's Request, the Rolling Stones. The mono and the stereo is so different. It's like two different bands. But you need both proper, dedicated mono. Satanic Majesty's is so different. They're both great. They're great, and they're both great in their own way. The mono is much more psychedelic and much punchier than the stereo. That's all I'll say. And of course, the Who sell out. So those four big groups. Cream as well. Disraeli Gears. And I played the mono singles off that album the other day, and they just blow the stereo away. Anyway, so I just had to put in my 2 bobs worth, as they used to say, and instead of 20 cents these days, and just to celebrate my second favourite Who album after Who's Next. Anyway, see ya, geezers.